All right, y'all. So we're gonna take a look at a character that realistically, it's like her time to shine. I feel like when obviously Frima got her favorite item, one of her biggest issues was it wasn't that she was bad. Essentially, it was, I guess, realistically she had no support, right? Like she had nobody to support, right? Back then we only had Laplace and even Ein, right? But now with not only Jill but Ada Wong as well, we could make use of Frima's favorite item. So we are on Rebuke's account because he has the full thing. It is only level 4, sure. And I think in Scope Lock, they actually added the feature where like favorite items work still in Scope Lock. So that's going to be exciting to see if we do use that, because it is level 4, whatever. But yeah, we basically, if you don't know what her favorite item does, right? She becomes a true damage character, right? When she hits a target with a full charge 6 times, her normal attacks deal true damage for 10 seconds. And then basically when she's in that wake up status and she attacks with a full charge, she gives all allies a true damage buff for 5 seconds, 23.5% at level 4. And then on her burst skill, which she is a 20-second burst 1 character, she gives all allies a 40% true damage buff if she's in the wake up status, and also a max HP buff as well, which actually she could work very good with Cinderella as well on that team, because she does give max HP from, again, her skill 2 and her skill 1. It is only for 4 seconds though, so it's nothing too crazy, but she could work with Cinderella for a bit too if you were to do like Frima, Cinderella, Jill, because they're electric DPSs, yada yada yada. But yeah, we're gonna try out Frima with Jill, see how that works, and yeah, subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. All right, so I want to go in with this team because again, the cool thing about Frima is that she basically does what the trio does, right? Well, technically Emma and Yunhua. She kind of gives the same amount of buff, technically a lot more when she is level 10, for true damage. But because it is one character who's doing that rather than 2 characters taking up 2 slots, you can actually fit a cooldown reduction character on this team as well. I feel like this character Jill is about to pop the hell off though, with all these buffs from Crown on the team, Little Mermaid on the team, Ada Wong on the team, and then also Frima on the team. I do feel like she's gonna pop off, but we will see, right? So right now this is 3, 4. So we don't get that buff because she's not in the wake up status, right? She's not in the wake up status right now. If we take a look and let's see if I can show you guys. If we take a look at Frima, she's not in the wake up status yet, right? After this shot right here, she will be in the wake up status, but she's already used her burst skill. Remember, she has to be in the wake up status to use it. So now we take a look at Frima. She is in the wake up status, which I guess is called what? And I want to sleep. Well, wake up status is called I want to sleep, which I'm not sure why it's not here yet. Or does she have to go one more? No. Bop, 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 bop. She should have it now. That doesn't make sense. There, now she has it. But again, it is only for what? It's for 10 seconds. Okay. So okay, my thing is, how much damage is Jill doing? Sorry. Okay, wow. But is Jill getting the buffs? Because I'm not understanding why. Like, it's taking us less than 10 seconds to reapply the I want to sleep. But then it says I want to sleep lasts 2.5 seconds. But what? Like, did it reapply, or I don't know. It's still here for 0.8 seconds, but okay. 1. Okay, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if she has it or not. I need to take a look at Ada Wong or Jill. Does she have any of these buffs? What's her burst skill called? Annoying. Does Jill have any of those buffs? She has the true damage buff from her skill 1, and then she does have annoying as well. Okay, so she has them. Okay, sorry, she does have it. Okay. So we are not even a minute in, and Jill already looks to be going crazy. Ada Wong is more of like a support DPS than an active DPS. Like, I would never use her as like an on-field person. I just feel like using Jill as Ada Wong as an on-field burst 3 is just a waste of time. Jill is like an on-field burst 3, right? She's really, really powerful. And you guys can see that right there. Oh, Ada, my bad, Ada. Oh, my fault, Ada. You doing Gucci? Oh shit. Remember, Jill also has true damage. I think she just has true damage for free though, right? It's not like Jill where you have to use her burst skill. Ada Wong just I don't know if in this video, y'all, let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if in this video I'm saying like Jill for Ada or Ada for Jill. I feel like I keep messing them up. I don't know why, but Ada Wong, this character right here, Ada Wong, she has true damage for free. This character Jill gets true damage when you use her burst skill, right? But obviously this character gives true damage, a true damage buff to her. This character gives a true damage buff to her. This character gives a lot of attack buffs to her and attack damage buffs to her. And then this character does give a little attack damage buff, but she still does give an attack damage buff to her, right? So everybody on this team essentially is buffing up Jill. Not only that, everybody on the team is also buffing up Ada Wong, which is good because she's a sub DPS, right? I think by the end of this, we're probably going to see Jill at 3-4 billion damage, and then we're going to see Ada Wong at maybe 1, maybe 2 billion. Well, 100% 1, but maybe 2 billion. But I think we'll probably see Jill around that 4 billion damage, right? Because we're already at 6 billion and Jill's done majority of the damage here, right? So I feel like we're 100% going to see Jill at 4 billion. If we see her at 5 billion, that's going to be insane, because that means that this character is really, really good for her, right? But we'll see, because we're going to get to 7 billion, right? Like, you guys see how much the number, if you guys look at the damage at the top, look how much that jumps up by. Like, we're at 7 billion right now, right? And we're going to get one more burst skill off, and it's going to end with Ada, which is good, because that means we get a fair amount of burst skills going off between the two, literally. So that's good to see. But remember, Jill, she kind of like is powerful regardless, right? So 7.8 billion, very good with just these two. I'm curious. Okay, 4 billion like I thought, and then Jill got 4 billion, basically almost 4 billion. Ada got 2.1 billion, which is very good for a sub DPS. Like, both of these characters are clearly powerful. Like, that's as clear as day. They're both very, 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 very strong. I like it. I think obviously I like it. I want to try other combinations, right? Maybe like maybe take off Little Mermaid, put Ada on that team, and then kind of fit in what's her name, Ayn, right? But then it's like I have no cooldown reduction at all, and that's the biggest issue with a lot of these teams. You want cooldown reduction, so I would have to take off Crown for somebody with cooldown reduction, and I don't know who that's going to be. I would use her with Miss Thing here, but she doesn't give true damage. She gives like just a good attack buff and stuff like that. And she does have burst gauge filling, but she doesn't actually have true damage, right? That's her thing, just the attack damage and pierce damage, right? I'm not sure who I want to use here. I just want to double check. No, they have distributed damage. I keep forgetting that, right? So I guess we could try this right here, but again, I don't expect much with this team, just because again, cooldown reduction, like we're gonna have insane cooldown reduction, we're gonna have insane cooldown up, not reduction. We're gonna have the insane cooldown up, right? After, notice when we get back into our full burst, we're probably gonna have to wait like 4 seconds before we can use our burst skill again, right? What is she at though? Okay, 49 million to what? Because she's doing 14 million per tick, and then her sustained damage is doing 13 on a crit, 10 million base. Okay, that's insane. That's insane. She really does hit hard. She really, yeah, 5 seconds. Like, that's such a waste. I don't think people realize how bad that is. 5 seconds for a cooldown is crazy. And that's the only thing, right? Like, if you're gonna try to fit Jill and Ada on the team, you could get cooldown reduction. If you're gonna try to fit like Frima, Jill, and Ada on the team, yes, but you're going to have to basically stack off somebody for a cooldown reduction character, right? Or you could just use Ada and Jill as your main DPSs, right? And then have a cooldown reduction character like the first one we had with Little Mermaid. That's another good option as well, right? But I do think with all these teams, you want cooldown reduction. So like, no matter what the team is, you want some form of cooldown reduction. If you're missing out a lot of damage by not having that cooldown reduction, it's actually comical. What is... that Jill and Ayn is practically the same power. I wonder if Ein has elemental damage. I don't know, but that's a gap. That's like ×3 the damage almost from Jill compared to Ein. That's a bit weird. I want to see what Ein's gear is looking like. I don't think Ein has elemental damage because she looks like she's doing no damage. She looks like she's doing no damage. But look at this damage from freaking like she's doing 15 million on her normal, 18 million on core hit crits, and like she's just doing 10, 11 million like for free as sustained damage. That's crazy to me, right? Like that's actually insane to me, right? Surely Ein, is that 12 17 billion? That's 17 million, 12 million. She's doing like a lot of damage on her normal attacks. 3 million, 3 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, and then here, boom, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million. That's when we're not using our burst skill. When we use our burst skill, that goes from like 5 million to 13 million. But like her damage is not like, damn, I ain't even gonna lie, her damage is quite like, she might not have, she has to probably not have ammo capacity. That, and we're missing out on a lot of damage, but she definitely doesn't have ammo capacity. Or not ammo capacity, elemental damage. My bad. She does not have elemental damage. There's no way she has elemental damage on here. There's no possible way. Her Jill is gapping her badly. Like badly. And they're just basically the same character. Well, not really, but they are. But not really. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you read their kit, you would understand what I mean when I say they are, but not really. Right? But yeah, no. Let's see. Okay. So
looking forward to our next mission.
Jill did more damage than Ein when she was on field. How much does she's core 7? Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah, no, okay, 1 line. That's it, but it's still, she has like 300,000 attack compared to Jill, who has elemental damage and attack percent on everything though. Like this is like beautiful rolls for Jill. It's just the handicap. I want to see something. Is it crazy for me to see how powerful this is? Nah. Is that crazy? But we have no cooldown reduction. So if I was to use Frima, right? If you're wondering, okay, Zxous, what would you use, right? If you want to use Frima and you wanted to use Jill Valentine, right? What is the team you would use that's actually going to be quote unquote viable, right? I would probably say essentially it would literally just be like low key, low key. I don't even know what I would say. Like I want to say monstrous trio, but it would be this, and then the last character would either have to be like another crazy DPS that benefits from these two, or it would have to be a character that benefits from all 3 of them, right? But when we're talking about true damage, the only character that is electric that benefits from all 3 of these characters would be Ein, and it would also be what's her name? Ada herself. I do want to see Maiden though, but Maiden is more for like what's her name? But she does give elemental damage. That's what she gives, which is very, very helpful. But I won't use her. I think if I'm gonna run an actual team, like it'd probably be something like this realistically. Even though Cinderella is not necessarily getting buffed here, well, she is. It's just not with her best support, right? Because remember, Frima does buff up Cinderella. It is for only 4 seconds in a full burst, but she still does buff her up. And I'll show you guys that when we use her burst skill. Because by the time we use Cinderella's burst skill, she should be fully stacked, I think. I mean, I would hope so. Probably not. She's at 2 stacks right now. 3 stacks. 4 stacks. Yeah. Oh, wow. Cinderella. You didn't even use your burst skill. That's crazy. Right? But here, this is where... Okay, wait. So we're going to use Cinderella's burst skill. I'm going to pause it and show you guys our HP. So right now our HP is at 12 million. After 4 seconds, so let's wait for this to get to like 5-ish. That went from 12 million to 10 million. Right? And that's just because Frima. right? Like it just drops, right? It just drops. But obviously if you take a look at damage, he eats. Even when Jill kind of has all with like everything laid out, Cinderella's just too broken. She's just too good, I feel like. But these two definitely work. These two definitely work. And obviously this comp right here, Little Mermaid, like the Pilgrims essentially, are very good together. And then Frima and Jill Valentine work wonders together, right? So you kind of have like everybody's working at the end of the day, everyone is supporting everyone besides Jill. Like Jill doesn't support nobody on the team besides herself, right? But this character is technically buffing up everybody on the team. This character is buffing up everybody on the team. This character is not really helping anybody on the team in terms of buffs. And then this character is buffing up everybody on the team. But my whole point is like these characters are getting buffs regardless, even if you're using this character, right? Because she does give max HP. So that's just my opinion on it. But like I don't know, it's just my opinion on it. But I do think you could probably work it out. I don't know. Like would I ever use Jill Valentine with Frima? Would I ever use this outside of shooting range? Would I ever use this on an actual team? Probably not, realistically. Probably not. And I wouldn't even use this for mirror container, right? Because I feel like if I'm using Frima, I'm using her specifically for Jill. But then at that point, I'm building a team around Jill, right? Where I could use like the regular Rouge, Trina, Jill, Cindy comp, and then a cooldown reduction. Well, I don't need cooldown reduction after that point. I could use that comp and then kind of just get more value out of that completely, right? But this team right here is, wow, this team beat the first team. I think the highest we got before was 3.9 billion with the very first team. That was with Ada Wong, and that was also with it was just the same team but with Ada Wong, right? We have 30 seconds left on the clock. Cinderella is the main reason why the damage is that high. Keep it a buck. She is really just that, like the reason why. Look, the damage is actually insane. Her damage is not normal. It's really not normal. I don't think so. I don't think her damage is normal whatsoever. It is good though, because we are going to actually end off with like Cinderella's burst skill, right? So that's good. Which obviously brought us to God. Her damage is not normal. It's just not. It's okay though. Let's take a look and see. What do we think? Before I check, I'm gonna guess. I think she's at 2.6 billion. Oh, I gave her, wow, 3 billion still. But yeah, you see like how I feel like even though Jill isn't on par with Cinderella in terms of damage, I think Jill still hits very hard. And I do want to compete, like, you know, compare her to Scarlet. Because obviously both, like, if Scarlet is very good with Trina, but I think Scarlet's better overall because of the AoEs and stuff like that. But I feel like Jill hits very hard and is going to be viable on electric. I feel like people will 100% use Jill, right? And you have many options for her when it comes to supports, and definitely different team options you can use as well for her. You have a lot of options for her, so that's good as well. So y'all, what do you guys think about Miss Frima as a favorite item character? Because this is the first time ever, actually, realistically, since she's dropped, where you guys actually really got to see her favorite item in action. And mind you, I think her favorite item dropped a year ago. So yeah, we didn't get true damage characters like that until a year later, but you know, it was with very good true damage characters. But either or overall, I guess, what did you think about her performance? Would you use Frima now with Jill? Because a lot of people are very excited for Jill. A lot of people are really happy with Jill. But would you use Frima with Jill outside of just like testing or anything like that? Let me know down below in the comments, and let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any more fun comps you guys want me to try out with Jill and Frima, or not Frima, but just Jill or Ada Wong in general that I haven't tried out yet that you think would be very good, go ahead and let me know down below. But I love all you guys. Your boy Zxous, I'm out. Peace.